Good morning students. In the previous class in chapter calorimetry we have learned the principle of calorimetry. In the principle of calorimetry we have learned that heat gained by the cold body is equal to heat lost by hot body. So here we will be using the formula heat gained or lost equals to mc delta T, and we will be using the principle of calorimetry. So here I have chosen the questions which are required to discuss. So first question is here 2. Question number 2. There are two parts A and B. So I am doing the first part A here, right? Question goes like this: calculate the heat capacity of a copper vessel of mass 150 gram if the specific heat capacity of the copper is 410 joule kg inverse Kelvin inverse. Let me write here. Given mass m is equal to here 150 gram, and here specific heat capacity SHC, normally write small c, is equal to here 410 joule kg inverse Kelvin inverse. Now since SHC is given in terms of SI unit, so we have to convert this mass in terms of SI unit. So we will go for 150 divided by 1000, it goes as kg, cut 00 and leave it rest of the portion. So now the question goes like this here: calculate the heat capacity. Therefore heat capacity now write C dash equals to M into C. We have learned this formula in the previous class. So M is here 15 upon 100 into 410. So after calculating you will see the value will be here 61.5 joule Kelvin inverse. That is the first part. Okay. So let me do, since space is sufficient, we will be doing side by side. If space is not sufficient, you can do downwards, right? Question number 2b. Here, how much heat energy will be required to increase the temperature of the vessel, of the same vessel, in part A from 25 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius? Means there is a change in temperature. So everything is given. Mass is given 15 by 100, you can write directly kg. C is given here 410 joule kg inverse Kelvin inverse, and here we have to find out the amount of heat energy. T1 is given 25 degrees Celsius, T2 is given 35 degrees Celsius. So here only you can write delta T means rise in temperature or change in temperature. So whichever is more you will write that one first. 35 minus 25 is equal to 10 degree Celsius. Therefore the heat energy required equals to mc delta T. Here you can put M and C as we have done here, or you can do directly the value of MC. The value of MC here 61.5. So I'll write here directly the value of MC 61.5 into 10 is equal to 615. Heat energy measured in terms of in SI system joule. So 615 joule. This is your second answer. Now I'll go for question number 3. Question number 3 goes like this: a piece of iron of mass 2.0 kg. So let me read out the question side by side. I'll write the important values on the board. Okay. Question number 3. A piece of iron of mass 2.0 kg. So here mass M is equal to 2.0 kg. Heat capacity you can write C dash here, C 966 joule Kelvin inverse. So we have to first find out the heat energy needed to warm it by 15 degrees Celsius. So here change in temperature equals to 15 degree Celsius. So it has two part. First part we have to find out the heat energy needed. Heat energy needed equals to, you know the formula, mc delta T. Instead of mc we can write here C dash. So write that C dash into delta T, and here C dash is 966 into 15 is equal to, here you will get 14490 joule. This is your first answer, right? Now the second part we have to find out the specific heat capacity in SI unit. So we will be using SHC, means small c is equal to heat capacity upon mass. So heat capacity is here 966 upon 2 is equal to 483 unit of heat capacity. Specific capacity is here joule kg inverse Kelvin inverse, right? This is the question number 3. Now we will do question number 6. Question number 6 goes like this. Find the time taken by 500 watt heater to raise the temperature of 50 kg of material of specific heat capacity 960 joule kg inverse Kelvin inverse from 18 degrees Celsius to 38 degrees Celsius. Assume that all the heat energy supplied by heater is given to the material. So here two parts are given, material and heater. In the material we will write here, question number 6, material. In the material we will write here mass 50 kg, then SHC equals to 960 joule kg inverse Kelvin inverse, and T1 is given 18 degrees Celsius, T2 is given 38 degrees Celsius. So here you can find out delta T equals to 38 minus 18 is equal to 20 degree Celsius. So here we will write heat energy required equals to mc delta T is equal to 50 into 960 into 20. So this portion you can do calculation, otherwise you can leave it as it is. Now we will go for heater. Here heater power is given, power equals to 500 watt, and time is not given, so we have to find out time. So let me do, time is unknown, right? So now we will go for heat supplied by the heater. Therefore, heat supplied by the heater equals to P into T equals to 500 into T. Keep in mind, T is in second. Why? Because watt we can think of equals to joule per second. So since power is given in watt, means joule per second, so you have to find out time first. In the first case, we have to find out time in terms of second, then we can convert into minute if you need to do. Okay, then according to the principle of calorimetry, we can say that heat supplied by the heater is equal to heat energy required by the material. Okay, so right, therefore according to principle of calorimetry, heat supplied equals to heat needed by the material. So heat supplied equals to 500 into T, and here heat energy required equals to 50 into 960 into 20. Okay. In exam, if time does not permit, don't write according to principle of calorimetry or heat supplied by heat energy required by the material. You can write either principle of calorimetry or this line. In exam, don't write both the lines, not necessary. So ultimately after calculation we will get the value of time. So time is equal to here 50 into 960 into 20 upon 500. 0 0 0 0 cut, 5 5 cut. So time we got in terms of second. This is in terms of second. Now 960 into 2 divided by 60, then you will get time in terms of minutes. If time permits, you can go for that, otherwise you can write in second only. 0 0 cut, 6 16 96. So ultimately we got the answer here, time equals to 16 2 32 minutes. This is your answer, right? So we will do the last question, question number 7. Here question number 7 is little different. Have a look. An electric heater of power 600 watt, this is more or less same, this portion, raises the temperature of 5.0 kg of liquid from 10 degrees Celsius to 15 degrees Celsius in 100 seconds. Calculate the heat capacity of 4.0 kg of liquid and the specific heat capacity of the liquid. So here we will write here the first we will go for heater. Question number 7, heater. Power equals to 600 watt and time is given here 100 second. So that means we can say heat supplied equals to P into T equals to 600 into 100 joule. You can calculate, otherwise you can leave it as it is. Okay. Now we will go for the first part, heat capacity of 4.0 kg of liquid. So first part, therefore heat capacity equals to heat energy, we can write H upon delta T, H upon delta T. So delta T, we need to find out delta T also, okay, otherwise you can't get it. So delta T will write here, T1 is equal to 10 degrees Celsius, T2 is equal to 15 degrees Celsius, therefore delta T is equal to 15 minus 10 is equal to 5 degrees Celsius. This 5 will put here now, right? So we have here 6 into 100 into 100 upon 5, 1 2 0. So here 1 2 triple 0 joule here 1 2, okay, joule Kelvin inverse. Okay, this is your first answer. Second part, for the second part we have to find out the heat capacity, specific heat capacity. Specific heat capacity equals to C dash by M. You know the formula, so you can put this value. So 1 2 triple 0 by mass is here 4 is equal to 4 3 is then so 3000 joule kg inverse Kelvin inverse. This is your second answer. So please keep in mind the particular formulas and the exact unit. If the unit is wrong, your marks will be deducted. Okay, thank you.